This week book wraps me up in sunshine, longing, and the messy beauty of figuring out who we are after life knocks us off course. Great Big Beautiful Life by Emily Henry is an emotional, character driven story about reinventing grief, joy, and the courageous act of choosing yourself. It's witty, tender, and full of the eagerness heart Emily Henry brings to every page. So this is what this book is about, and I really did like it. It was good. Alice Scott, an up-and-coming journalist working toward her big break, and Hayden Anderson, he's a butt. And so we're invited to a small town off the coast of Georgia called Little Crescent Island for what they think will be an opportunity to write the Margaret Ives biography, who is a former tabloid princess and daughter of one of the most scandalous families in the 20th century. Both Alice and Hayden are invited for a 1 month trial period to write her biography, in which afterwards she'll decide who will actually be the one to tell her story. Alice and Hayden are immediately at odds with each other because they are both trying to author this once in a lifetime story. Margaret decides to provide information to each of them on separate days of the week to keep them from seeing each other, but this doesn't work. Since the town is so small, they run into each other all the time. There's a love story here, though. So, beyond the professional rivalry, the real heart of the story lies how Alice and Hayden both carry their own unique forms of grief and professional disappointment, start to see each other. Their forced proximity and shared goal began to break down their defenses, allowing them to explore a connection built on mutual vulnerability. The novel beautifully captures the tension between their ambition and their growing feelings, knowing that sometimes the biggest life-changing discovery isn't the story that they are chasing, but the person they find along the way. Emily Henry explores friendship, healing, vulnerability, and the bravery it takes to reclaim joy. Every chapter feels like watching someone gently remember who they are. So here are my final thoughts. Great Big Beautiful Life is for readers who crave heartfelt fiction about growth, second chances, and rediscovering joy. I have to say, Emily stated in the book that the coast of Georgia's water has beautiful turquoise waves. I am from Georgia, and I have been up and down the coast of Georgia, from Brunswick to Savannah to St. Simons and Jekyll Island, even Little St. Simons, for many, many years, and none of those places have turquoise water. Are the beaches beautiful? Absolutely. But I have to say Georgia is probably the only beach area that I've visited that have brown water. So my rating of the book is 4.9 out of 5, and it didn't have anything to do with that beach thing. But it is thoughtful, uplifting, and emotional. This is a novel that reminds us that life doesn't have to be perfect to be beautiful. It just has to be our own. Bye.